Good morning. Sorry I'm so close, but my mic is charging at the moment, so I'm not going to do a lot of talking with this one. I'm just going to do some glazing. I glazed the inside of these mugs from my travel workshop that I did the other month, and now I'm just going to glaze the outside. I'm also thinking I might get some of my pyramids out into a glaze if they can fit as well. And that's my dog barking at the postman. He thinks he's tough. He's not. And so because they're obviously starting to get, a big pile over in the corner, so I want to get some of them out of the way. Packed the kiln for a glaze firing. I've just glazed all my mugs, and I've glazed a couple of pyramids. I haven't hand built these pyramids before. I usually slip cast them, so I wanted to have a go at hand building because I really like the Keen Ceramics 33 clay. So I want to test that, and with my Wonder White clay on them as well. My Wonder White glaze. So I'm hoping they turn out all right. I'll put this on, and then I've got a couple little Christmas ornaments in there as well. It's never too late. Never too early to make Christmas stuff, I reckon. Maybe January? I reckon January might be a bit too early. We'll see how they go. This morning I finished unpacking my kiln, and I'm really happy with the results. So half of them were full with my pyramids, and the half were full of last month's workshop where they did a travel mug. They turned out really, really good. So I was a bit hesitant about this pattern, as you can probably remember. I wasn't too sure, but overall with that glaze on top, my Wonder White glaze, it just took the texture away a bit more, which I kind of was hoping for. There are a couple of things I would fix. I would probably do the bigger ones, the walls a bit thicker. I think they're at an 8mm. I could probably go to a 10 because they did warp a bit, as you can kind of see, and they kind of went in. My little ones were okay. They survived just because obviously a bit smaller. And overall the glazing looks good. And I'm really happy with the texture on that. I just love the glaze on this clay. I know I say it every single time, but I just love how that little bit of pop of like orange just seeps through. And then the travel mugs. So I had a lady make a vase. That turned out really well. And then a couple of travel mugs here with the little lip. So they're nice and smooth, and the thickness on the glaze still shows the pattern that they made. It's not too thick or too thin. Again, you can see that little pop of orange coming through, and I love how it has that little orange line across, and then you can see it on any like the thin rims. I'm really happy. Yeah. And then I've got these wedding mugs. They went really well, as I'm really happy with them. Probably show you them with the handles. Very, very cute. So there's all the travel mugs there. And my little Christmas ornaments. They're pretty cute. I'm gonna have to make some more of them. Again, maybe for some gifts for people for Christmas. Cute little idea. Very cute. Might have to do some workshops soon to do some Christmas ornaments. Maybe after winter in Australia here. Maybe starting August or something. Do that in my little gingerbread houses. Slap some macrame on there and you have a finished product. These pyramids are going towards my Christmas stock, so they actually won't be available to purchase till the end of the year. I actually miss making these. I haven't made some pyramids for a very long time. So it's nice to kind of get back into it. See how well they do at the end of the year, especially the Christmas markets. I apologise for my scary eyebrows. I literally just came home from getting them tinted and waxed. They're starting to fade and blend into my face, and I'm like, where are my eyebrows gone? So I got them done, so they're a bit scary. I'm sorry. Haven't done much this week, and that is because it has been so cold, but clearly the sun is out and it warms my studio if I have the garage door open, and obviously a good natural light coming through, because the light here is really, really bad. I'm just going to pack the kiln for a bisque firing. I did a workshop less than 2 weeks ago, not last weekend, but the weekend after. It was a cheese and dip platter workshop. So I'm going to get them in the firing. They took a little bit longer just to dry because it has been so cold, and I didn't want them to crack so much, so they were covered for longer than usual. They've got their little dip bowls that I'm going to clean up and sponge the edges of these. Get a glaze firing in. I also had a workshop on the weekend, just had a couple of ladies make some mugs, and I've attached the handles on them. And that will probably be the week. I have 2 workshops back to back this Saturday. I've got 2 private ones. They're making a mug, the first one, and the second one, they are making a cheese and dip platter. So tomorrow I'll probably do all the prep, but today I'm just going to wrap up and pack for a bisque. Yeah, it's just been a very, very slow week, but sometimes it's nice to have that, especially when it's cold. I hate it when my hands are always cold. They just stay really raw and dry. So they're warm from the sun. I just like to give the rims of these just a little bit of a sponge down, just to make them a bit smoother. All done. Now all we have to do is just pray to the kiln gods that it survives in the bisque firing. It should do. It's been drying for almost 2 weeks. So we'll get that firing and we can open it up in a couple of days. And I'll see you guys next week for my next video.